Taking
Good,
gifts.
yeah. So his weekend, his Thanksgiving weekend, he probably won't be watching any football because he's going to be behind bars.
The last Pac-12 games are this weekend,
right.
buddy. What are you doing?
That's right.
All right, Gil, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
And now at 4:30, it is, of course, Black Friday, which means holiday shopping is a...
Oh, my God. Did you guys do Black Friday shopping? Oh, Kelby, I think it was Kelby said that I have leftovers. So I took some from my mother's yesterday, and we've been eating it here. But I think I might go back to get some more because my mother bought a 30-pound turkey by accident. Like she told me she wasn't paying attention in the store, and she just noticed that she like in hindsight, she had a really hard time like taking this turkey out of from the shelf or whatever. She was able to lift it and like put it in the cart. She purchased it, and I think somebody helped her with it to the car. And then she realized when she got home, she's like taking this thing out. And she's like dragging it. She couldn't even pull it. And so we had all these people at my mother's house yesterday. Man, we barely put a dent on that turkey. 30-pound turkey. Oh, so yeah, the Black Friday stuff. Let me tell you, man. I looked on Amazon because people did tell me they have really good deals, and they do have some like 30%, 40%, in some cases 50%. I don't know if it's really true. Let me see. Look at these LED lights. Actually, some of it is kind of accurate. I mean, I don't know if the percentages are right. I don't know if they upcharge or something, but they have good deals. But honestly, man, because like now I'm like being a little bit more frugal. That's the right word. Like, because I realize I've been spending like crazy, like just buying things I don't need. And so I'm looking at this stuff. I'm like, I don't really need anything. Like, I wish they had a Black Friday sale at a grocery store or something. You know, say 50, 25, 10% on groceries. I'd rather do that. How long did it take to cook it? She told me that she woke up like at, I think 5 in the morning or something. And by like around 12, I think it was ready. Something like that. So, yeah, the food was really good. There was ham that was really good too. Thank you, Astastic. I miss coming on regularly, you know. And I was actually working on a video for you guys. I was editing a video, which it's pretty much done. I'm just doing like final touches. About a 15-minute video. The Rainbow Bridge explosion. I was working on that. So probably in about 30 minutes I'll post this video. I gotta make a thumbnail, and I'm just trying to add little pictures and stuff to it. Some interesting updates with that story. An interesting family history. But the charisma, that's what I was going to say. I think maybe the one advantageous thing is like shopping now is you could buy Christmas presents a little bit cheaper, you know? Little knickknacks. I don't know. Maybe I'll take a look at it, but I don't really... Even Christmas this year, I'm not going to go crazy. I'm tired of this. Every time you got to go nuts and shit. You know, birthdays are already enough. Like, you do something nice for the birthday, then you got to do, you know, all this stuff. Oh, it's just for Maddie. That's it. All this other family stuff, you're going to get a card and like a candle or something, you know, I don't know. Or a body wash thing or something. What happened to Missing Mondays? So there was this guy that I interviewed. I was kind of like in a funk I feel like the last 2 weeks I was kind of in a funk or whatever. But I interviewed this guy, which was it was supposed to be, the interview was supposed to happen Sunday. And Sunday I met up with, he called me and he kind of canceled, and he's like, can we do Tuesday? And I was like, all right. So we did it Tuesday. Monday I didn't edit or do anything, so I figured out on the way back I could use that interview that I did with him, but he has like a speech impediment, and when we were on the phone he had no issues talking with me, but as soon as we got on camera one-on-one, his speech impediment started acting up a lot, and I think he was nervous, and he emailed me. He's a really nice guy, and so I don't think the interview was good. I just think that like I don't know, I think because he was nervous. And I had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I had 11 basic questions laid out, and I thought he was going to have a lot to say. And he just kind of did it. And I don't know if it was nervousness. It was just, I don't know. Sometimes I talk to people and it's just like natural conversation flowing, just like boom, 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 kind of like Daniel Robinson, which I had a lot of questions for Daniel, but even with Daniel, like, or sorry, David. Daniel's the victim. His father is David. With David Robinson, he had a whole lot to say. So I was thinking that, and it wasn't like that. So I'll either have to do a lot of editing to make that video work, or maybe I'll just try to get him back on again and be like, hey, let's try this again. And maybe I'll have some more questions. I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. SW404, thank you for the membership. Heather Kate, thank you for the super chat. Says Mel, I was hoping you was going to do a live yesterday, but you didn't. It was also my birthday. Oh, happy birthday. So I wanted to share it with y'all. Congrats to everyone on the membership who got memberships. Happy holidays. Happy birthday to you. Thanks. Yeah, yesterday I was mostly at my mother's for most of the day. I was there for hours. And I'm not normally a person that likes to be somewhere more than like 2 hours. Even at family, like me, like 2 hours, I'm good. I'm out. But there was a lot of family there, so I didn't want to be rude. I hung out for quite a bit of hours there. And then by the time I got home, I think it was like close to 7 or 8. And then I just kind of chilled. I was just chilling at the house with Maddie. I had thought about jumping out at some point, but no, I didn't do it. Well, a lot of people are doing small mini vacations instead of presents. Like go to the zoo, etc. Maybe cook something. I know I need to do like Disney with Maddie because I haven't done Disney, and I don't know. I need to do something. Like this whole week, I just kind of chilled, and I was thinking in hindsight, like I could have taken Maddie somewhere or something, but next time. Next time. Maybe cook something and give it to family, or Maddie could draw some pics. Yeah, for my mother's birthday, Maddie drew her a birthday card, which was really cute. And I got my mother like a pot set. Now my uncle's wife was kind of teasing me a little bit because she was like, "Oh, you bought her a pot set for her birthday so she can cook more." It's like not a massage or whatever. And I was like, "Yeah, it's not for." I mean, I don't live with my mother. I just thought to me, because I have that same pot set, I was like to make her life easier because that pot set, my mother's pots are like 20 plus years old, and she was kind of complaining about it. And I saw that she came over one time and she saw my pots that I got, this Ninja nonstick one, and it's like it just saves so much time, whether you're cooking or you're cleaning it up after. It literally does not stick. It's amazing. Cheeks, what's up? Oh, thank you. I see you looking, Andrews. I know that Disney thing. I feel like I probably need like a week off or something. I'd probably drive up there and then spend a couple days, not rush or anything, and then drive back. You have 8 grandkids. Wow, most are still little. I'm going broke. Yeah, Maddie's very like spoiled, So like my sister texted me the other day too for Maddie's birthday, like a couple days after. She's like, "Oh, is there anything I can get her? Do you know what Maddie wants?" And I'm like, I don't know. I asked Maddie. She's like, "I don't know." Like, she has toys and stuff. I want to put her in gymnastics. That's what I want to do. She has toys. She has books. She has whatever. She has a nice tablet and stuff. I don't know. She has a lot more than I did when I was at that age. I had like, I don't know, these little toys, and like I didn't even have a phone at that time or a tablet. I just had I couldn't imagine if I had a tablet at that age. All I had was like some little toys or stuff, like, and like this CRT big TV with like a few channels. Barely had shit. Oh yeah, tryptophan and that turkey got you to melt. I was falling asleep, Murky, at my mother's house. I was falling asleep. Oh well, you did ask about the Christmas tree, and I'm usually so late with all that stuff. I think I'm gonna try to do it earlier this year because I literally bought for Halloween, which I never really do anything. Halloween, I bought like a little cute. It's in the Maddie's closet. I bought like this. Let me see. I'm gonna show you guys. So I bought this thing, which like lights up. But I literally bought this like the day before Halloween. I don't know if it was the day before. You should really have things out for like a month. How this shit lights up. There we go. So this thing like lights up. Probably can't tell because of all the lighting here. Like it lights up. Whatever. And then I bought this thing, which I thought was really cute, like a lantern. Like a little fire thing there. I had that, and that was it. I should have bought like I forgot what they call it. The thing you hang on the door. But you gotta have this stuff like a month before, like Christmas, a few days before Christmas tree. Like you gotta have it out. You do yours 2 weeks before. I saw people doing Christmas trees yesterday for Thanksgiving, and then I bought all this candy. And nobody came. Nobody knocked on my door. And I had spoken to a few friends. I even spoke to my mother, and she told me that like nobody came to her door. Like the kids aren't doing that anymore. Like they're not walking up to people's doors. It seems like they're just going to like the trunkathons or like the church events or like these events. They're not really going on door like knocking on doors anymore. I guess the times have changed. So I have all this candy in my cabinet. You should always take the batteries out when not being used. Don't leak in it and ruin it. I thought you were going to say like it's going to blow up or something. Yeah, I probably should. I don't normally do much for Halloween. I think because of my upbringing, but at this time, because of the new place, I put some stuff out there. But I think the Christmas tree would be good, I guess, to do. I'm going to have Maddie Christmas Eve, not Christmas Day. Trying to be cordial. So I guess kind of Christmas Eve. I'm going to celebrate it with her. Because I usually have her most of the time, holidays and stuff. So, yeah, I think those events probably are safer than going and knocking on random doors and like just getting candy from people. I mean, there's been weird stories with candy, right? Like, you hear all these like Halloween candy. You always hear these weird stories like Halloween candy. Police warn of needles and alcohol found in Massachusetts Halloween candy. Look at that. And then there's these selfish ass people too. Kind of weird that like somebody like you teach your kids to do this. You guys ever seen this little thing where Cójala, cójala. Get it now. And this looks like a grown adult here, like desperate, over here ransacking candy for what? So you can't leave stuff out like that. When I saw this, I was like, oh, I guess there's somewhere in this world, somebody's knocking on and going to the door to get candy. Isn't that crazy? Chaos, thank you for the membership. Says, hey, Mel in chat. Hope you all had an amazing Thanksgiving. It was pretty good. It was chill. I really don't go crazy. I just normally go spend time with family or whatever. Like I'm not into like going to like all these crazy events or party or whatever. And even with family, whether it's like just me and my mother or just like a few people, like I don't need to have like a crazy ass thing. Even though my uncles were singing and getting drunk yesterday. Those lanterns are handy, Mel. Multi-purpose. I feel like I could use that lantern again for whatever else. Maybe put it in the background of the backdrop of this YouTube stuff. Give kids X-Lax. Give them kids X-Lax. Yeah, it's true, Chrissy. The kids, times have changed, huh? Well, I guess I'm gonna end this here soon so I can finish the video. I want to go do some groceries. That's the other thing too. Like I was talking to some friends today about like money and like spending and all this shit. And like I am gonna stop ordering. I'm gonna stop ordering Uber Eats and just do groceries in the store because it's just so much more expensive like that. I mean, I think it's beneficial. Like if you're sick, like if you're sick, you're not feeling good, you can't get out, whatever. You don't want to get up. You gotta order yourself some stuff to take care of yourself, you know. But to order it regularly, it's not worth it. I think Publix upcharges you, and Publix is already expensive. You know? I think there was some protests going on today. There's some protests going on today. The good thing with the Israel Palestine stuff is that the first trade of hostages have been successful. So at least that's good. Some small positive out of all the horrible shit that's going on over there, right? It's going to be interesting to see how that continues to go on. If they're going to continue with this deal and the agreement and exchanging hostages and stuff. I've been watching a lot of that, like addicted to that stuff. But I realized, the other day, I had like these two really, really horrible nightmares about my daughter. I'm not even gonna say them, but they were really, really, especially one really bad, very graphic. And I realized, I think what was happening is because sometimes, no American hostages yet. Sometimes I'd go to sleep listening to this newscast, Al Jazeera, which, they're very biased, but I try to listen to both sides of whatever argument, And I realized, and the benefit with them is because like they have this 24-hour broadcast. So sometimes like I'd listen to it and I'd fall asleep listening to it. And I didn't put two and two together until after the two horrible nightmares. There was one day where I took a nap and it wasn't about Maddie. I dreamed about some other horrible like death stuff. I took a little nap and I was listening to it and I woke up and I was like, holy shit. I think it's this broadcast thing of death that I'm listening to. You know how they have those things that like you can fall asleep and listen to and like it creates, I don't know, it gives you energy, makes you fall into a deeper sleep or gives you a more positive mindset. I guess that stuff is true because listening to that horrid stuff made me start having like these nightmares. And so I tried to stop now falling asleep listening to it. I still listen to it a lot, but not falling asleep to it. Oh, you have really bad dreams too, Mo? Yeah, those dreams are like, especially by your kids, man. Like I couldn't sleep. And the weird thing about like the first dream is like I had woken up 2 or 3 times, and when I went back to sleep, I literally continued the same dream where I left off. Which that's why I was like at the last time I was like I'm not going back to sleep. And that used to happen to me when I was a kid. I'd literally wake up from a dream and like I'd fall asleep and continue where I left off. Gemini, yeah. Your uncle's Gemini too? All right, Paul. Oh. I fell asleep to. Cheek says she fell asleep to serial killer docs and slept like a baby. No dreams, no nightmares. Just cold knocked out. I don't know what it is about this stuff out there that I get. I don't know. Country music gives me nightmares. Damn. Oh, that's that too. Be careful. That's how things can brainwash you. Yeah, man. There's a lot of like horrible shit going on right now. The 39 Palestinian prisoners were just released were 24 women and 15 children, free after 8 years. So they're celebrating out there. My only thing about being released for the Palestine side, like, I don't know, is it really the best time to be freed though? Because like you're going, that place is in war. I mean, if it was me, if they try to like pick me, if I had the option, I'd be like, I don't know, maybe I'd stay in prison or something. I don't know, because the way everything's getting bombed out there. Well, maybe when you're locked up though, you just want to get the hell out and take your chances. Ex-prisoner Mara Baker embraces her mother after being released from occupation jails.
خلاص يا حبيبتي خلاص هي نفسك اهدي يا حبيبتي اهدي يا
So I guess as if
حبيبتي
to see your family, that makes sense. I guess.
اهدي يا حبيبتي اهدي منيحة والله منيحة منيحة كل شيء منيح كل شيء منيح تقلقيش
يلا نور بلاش
ما تقلقيش حبيبتي تقلقيش خلاص حبيبتي خلاص لا لا يا حبيبتي لا
Very interesting. Interesting. Mel, your natal moon is Cancer, so it's likely that your emotions tied to the moon phases. I don't know. I don't know anything about those. Probably. I've been weird the last couple of weeks. I feel like I'm now getting into a better phase, but yeah, it's kind of weird. Please pursue. Oh, did you see? Man. So I don't know if you guys heard, Diddy, Puff Daddy was getting sued by Cassie, right? A former girlfriend. And when she did the lawsuit, I think it was like the next day or 2 days after, he settled. Okay. So you think end of story. I think 2 other people now have made allegations. Maybe they're hoping to get paid out. Let me see. By second woman. Oh, look at this shit. I'm wondering if they're coming forward now. Maybe they got encouraged by the first person. And since he settled it so quickly, maybe they're thinking, shit, like, I can put my case. I'm not saying it's legit or not, but, when one comes, everybody else comes. So we got the second woman, and now third woman. And yes, Jamie Foxx, right? So Jamie Foxx, he had the whole thing was in the hospital. Bro, I thought he was on his deathbed. I didn't know if he was going to make it or not. And he gets out, and he's smiling, and he's happy. Jamie Foxx! And I saw on Instagram, from across the court, he threw a football into the hoop. I was like, wow, he must be doing great. Looks like he's in good health. And then I scroll a little bit further, and like, damn, they got Jamie too? Lord almighty. Like, they got Jamie too. 18-year-old. Wow. Jamie denies it. Frivolous lawsuit. And then I feel like there was somebody else that I saw because I was scrolling. I was taking screenshots because oh, this is crazy. That's why I tell like people that like I'm paranoid now when dating or anything like that. I never had that feeling until I got like 100K in YouTube subscribers. Former bad boy president label hit with it. Okay, no, I think that was P. Diddy. Oh, now there's this. Look at this. New York City Mayor Eric Adams. They got his ass too. I took a screenshot yesterday because I was like, yo, they come for all these people. Eric Adams. I was like, what? That's what I said. Like, I always been kind of like very cautious and paranoid, just very careful because you just never know. And I'm not to the level of these people, but you never know, man. As a guy, like, who's gonna say some shit, and then it's like your whole career is ruined. And how do you even prove or anything? It's like 1993 assault. Lord Almighty. Choke me, Mel. No, I'm all right. I'm good. Trying to come back years later. I did some shit. Anyway. Oh, and there's the Ireland stuff too. I saw that somebody was asking me to cover it. I might not. I don't know. Somebody yesterday was telling me to cover it. Ireland, there's a whole bunch of stuff going on out there because I don't know if the guy is an immigrant or like illegal, or I guess they have immigration problems. Like it seems like everywhere does, right? And so there was a knife attack, and this person, I don't know if he like stabbed a mother and her kids. I don't know if they passed away or not. It snowballed how a knife attack in Dublin led to a riot. Thursday night was fueled by far-right agitators who spread rumors online about an attack on 3 children earlier that day. Soon after 3 children and a woman were wounded in a knife attack outside Dublin school Thursday, rumors about the perpetrator's nationality began to proliferate online. Irish police were forced to decline to comment on the background of the suspect who was taken into custody after being tackled to the ground by bystanders. Salute to the bystanders. Which even now, intervening to do the right thing, there's been cases where people intervening, being a good Samaritan, get arrested and charged. The police said only that the man was in his 50s, but unconfirmed reports that he was Algerian migrant quickly began circulating in anti-immigration and far-right groups, according to the researcher specializing in extremist movements online. Alongside those rumors, a call to gather in central Dublin in what anti-immigrant voices framed as a stand against crime and defense of Irish children. Several police officers were hurt. One seriously, 34 people were arrested. Irish Lives Matter. Oh, I didn't know that thing started now. Some demonstrators carried banners. Irish Lives Matter. Lord Almighty. Like many parts of Europe, Ireland has received an influx of newcomers in recent years as conflict, economic pressure, and climate change have driven migration. Climate change? Damn, they got every kind of fucking thing to migrate. It's climate change, okay? I'm not comfortable. The number of immigrants to Ireland reached a 16-year high, wow, of 141,600, including more than 40,000 Ukrainians. Wow. The call for people to take to the streets on Thursday cited a high-profile attack that rocked Ireland last year, a murder of a 23-year-old teacher, Aisling Murphy, who was stabbed while jogging along a canal path by Joseph Puska, a Slovakian, who immigrated to Ireland 10 years ago, was found guilty of her murder and said this last week. I don't know. A lot of people are upset. The trigger Thursday was right. It was a knife attack outside of a school at 1:30. One of the children was age 5, remained in critical condition on Friday while the woman was in serious condition. Wow. I don't know if that's always a far right thing. They always label that as a far right thing. I mean, I don't know the statistics, right, either between like somebody that's immigrated versus the citizens. Like, do they have higher crime rates than others, or is it similar, or do the citizens have worse? And this is just highlighted. I mean, I think that we really do have an immigration problem, and I just feel like I personally feel like we do need better security at borders and like I don't even know how you could do background checks, right? But just something better than what it currently is. It's just insane. And people that live in those border states are having issues. And even New York, that was a sanctuary city. I saw a really interesting clip. I don't think I could find it, where there was these people in New York that, they were like a sanctuary city. I don't know if it was Bronx or Brooklyn. And there's just like the city of people that were struggling. Let me see, New York sanctuary city. Maybe I can find it. New York sanctuary. And what happened was that these people were trying to make ends meet, and they're already struggling, and so they had a huge migration of stuff. And so now these people were complaining that like the people that just migrated, because they give out free food on Thanksgiving, these people were out there before they were getting all the food and stuff, and so they were kind of upset. New York sanctuary city Thanksgiving. Maybe I can find it. They were kind of upset. I don't know if I'll be able to find it.
Newly arrived migrants in New York City.
This isn't. I saw an actual news clip, but this is the closest I can get to right now.
Newly arrived migrants in New York City beat low-income New Yorkers to free Thanksgiving turkeys, and residents are not happy.
The residents living in NYCHA's
Queensbridge
housing houses look forward to the mobile food pantries that show up weekly. But over the past year, they have witnessed 8,000 migrants move into their neighborhood, and they have also noticed the migrants are also starting to take their stand.
And honestly, these people have voted this shit in too. You know, like I understand the complaint, but you guys voted this shit in too. You know, like you got to stop voting for this type of stuff.
Stuff.
They was first online for the turkeys this morning. If they tell you to be there at 11 o'clock, you get there like 10:30, 10:45, but they already out there. The line is from over there to over here.
Free food giveaways, especially during the holidays, have become a source of tension between longtime New Yorkers struggling to get by and newly arrived migrants who are using the system to survive. A month ago, one altercation got so heated between a resident and a migrant, someone ended up in the hospital.
We would never turn anyone away for a meal, but there simply just is not enough for both NYCHA residents and the migrant shelter residents.
In other news, FAIR has just been sent new video from USCIS in New York City, where newly arrived migrants are stretched for many city blocks waiting to get in, where they will apply for various immigration services, or they will get a court date for maybe sometime 5 to 6 years in the future. As
and whatever's happening now is not working, has been working. And I just think that a lot of people are just say yes. As long as it doesn't affect them, they say yes until that actually does affect them. And then it's like, it's a problem. But these people honestly have been voting for this shit. You guys voted this shit in for, you keep voting the same shit in. So that's what you get. And I'm very sympathetic, but I can be, but I just feel like we do need some better security. We do need a better process. I don't know, better, whatever it is, maybe slow it down a bit, and this problem is happening in a lot of places. It's also too like I was thinking of something, I lost my thought. I don't know, I lost my thought. I was thinking of something else too. But yeah, it's a huge problem. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know what they're gonna do. But I would start with voting. Change your vote a little bit. Try to figure out what policies, a better way to vet some of these people, and I don't know. The migrants and rats eat better than NYC. Love the taxpayers. The migrants and rats. I was thinking too, like, isn't it kind of crazy how much money we send overseas? It's a weird thing. I don't know too much about it. But like, when you just think about how many people here are struggling, like, I guess we do need these allies, or you want to try to help these countries that are wanting to have a democracy for themselves. Like, I guess like Ukraine or like Israel. But it's insane how much money goes to overseas, and you think like, damn, like maybe if they would use some of that money to help out the people here struggling, like people that are homeless, the vets, or people that are dying from, they can't pay for their medication or their insurance thing, or why so much inflation on everything, and so much money goes out overseas. And I still don't even understand the Iran 10 billion, was it billion? I don't know, people say it's their money. Because it recently came up too, like they were like, oh well, he's not giving them the money, or they're not getting it, or blah blah blah, and then they get it. The Biden administration on November 14 extended a sanctions waiver to allow Iran to access up to 10 billion in electricity revenue once held in escrow. So maybe it's their money. Maybe they did something. It was a deal. I don't understand that whole thing with Iran. A lot of shit don't even make sense. We're over here funding the people that hate us when it kills. Like, I don't understand. I don't know. But it's pretty wild when you think about it. The people here struggling check to check, or can't even get gas or buy groceries or whatever, I don't know. It's a weird thing because you want to help these places, and maybe there's other reasons, other business and other, I don't know, who knows, goods, or for some reason there's something there, I guess. But that's true. Others are waiting at the borders and doing it right. You don't need to be here until you're approved to be. That's why. That's the way it's always been. And then some of these people here that migrated or whatever, they hate the place. And so if you're here hating, why are you here? Why not get out of here and go back? You know, that's how I feel about it. You know, I mean, I don't know. Why not? Some of the people that really hate the country and start damaging and violence on shit, so go back. You know why you're complaining about it so much, to go back. It was like somebody, like, it's like if you're dating somebody or somebody comes to your house and starts complaining about you, oh, so get the fuck out. This is my thought. I get free vegetables, fruit, and eggs every week from the local food bank. You do? Really? Organic. And it's tax dollars. Isn't that the craziest shit? It's tax dollars. Like, we're paying for that shit that's going overseas, right? That's true, B. I don't know. It's a crazy time. It's a crazy time. The Middle East stuff is crazy. I was watching some video that, like, the Middle East, I think back in the day, did we help Iran or something? The U.S. helped Iran create its nuclear program in 1957 by providing Iran its first nuclear reactor. Amazing. Nuclear fuel. And by 1967 by providing Iran with weapons-grade enriched uranium. Iran's nuclear program was launched as a part of the Atoms for Peace program. But I thought, I feel like in some of the stuff, U.S. intervenes because, like, the enemy of my enemy is my friend type of shit, or however they say it. Crazy stuff. Well, Grumpy, you know what? So I'm gonna head out because I have some interesting stuff to share about that Rainbow Bridge thing, and you guys can give me your thoughts. The video's almost done. I probably need, like, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes. Then I'm gonna upload it, make a thumbnail, and post it on the main channel. Yeah, I agree, Sally. But yeah, thank you guys so much for being here with me. I appreciate it. I hope you guys have a safe holiday. It's kind of crazy out there, so just, especially if you live in one of these cities, you know, that are very packed and, like, they're having all this, you know, just be really careful. A lot of upset people out there. A lot of people on the road and driving crazy. So yeah, the Middle East is very confusing. But all right, guys, take care. Love you. Bye. Bloop, 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 bloop. Bloop. Bear, say hi to the baby.